All right, today I'm going to expand on getting support groups because just recently watched like a video, a latest video from Quackaholics Anonymous, and he talked about it and talking about like how with AA being like a support group, doesn't necessarily be like the begin all end all for support groups like when it comes to recovery. Because you can have different support groups for your recovery. For someone like me, uh, I do like a lot of online groups for for athletics and everything. Like for instance, like with the Athlete X videos that I do, I'm on the Facebook group and everything. If if you're looking to like improve yourself, especially when it comes to recovery, and like with the 4 points, you first off you're going to have to, like I said, build and maintain that motivation. You have to kind of find that something that will sit there and get you that, like, in a sense, foundation on what's going to keep you away from like the drug or alcohol. So for me, what was really beneficial, especially in the beginning, was getting myself to the gym and everything. I was one of the ones who like immediately went to the gym, like, oh, I have to do this and everything, because at the time I was obese and I was totally unfit. I was eating like shit, and of course I was getting drunk all the time, especially blackout drunk, pretty much on a nightly basis. So for me, I kind of had to get oh, this, I need to get this in to replace the time and money I spent drinking and everything. The whole mentality that I would use, even if I didn't feel like going, I'd be like, well, I'll feel better about myself after I go. I just went basically Hambone Jones right into the gym and everything, doing like 6 days a week and everything. And I'd what I would do is 3 days of like a strength training, with the I went to the local YMCA, and I would use the Nautilus room or whatever. They had like a circuit of machines in the room, and like it would let me do full body strength training. I'd go around and do 3 sets on every machine and everything after doing like a warm up, and the other 3 days I would jump on the elliptical to do cardio. So like that's how like I started out getting that motivation part. It also helped me build like a support group, because I could go in to the gym and pretty much see the same people over and over again. And of course, a lot of times I'd be seeing like the people from the local halfway house that they would come in, because they had like a deal with the YMCA or whatever, uh, whether it was through paying through the DSS, the Department of Social Services, or the recovery community, or I did hadn't looked into it, and I still don't know 100%. And so I'd have to look into it and how it was paid for or whatever, or if it was just like one of those outreach things that the YMCA did. But like the guys from the halfway house would come in, and they'd be able to come in for like free or whatever. I could see and yes, I was going to AA at the time, so I could see a lot of people that were still going to the meetings there, because unfortunately AA is the only thing in my area that really helps with a recovery. So there's really nothing for smart recovery yet, and I'm planning on doing something like that to remedy that eventually. That's on the docket for the future. But for support group, physically, you could do like what I did, is start surrounding yourself with physically with people that are sitting there looking to better themselves, and maybe get rid of their bad habits and everything. And also going online, what I touched on with my social media, is start getting into groups online to help you with questions and everything. For me, again, to my Athlete X video, I'm big into that. I've been following that for years. And uh I've been to a couple of the Athlete X live games events, and it's a great resource to reach out. If you're definitely someone like me, who was in the sense that in I was, but if you find yourself in the overweight, obese, morbidly obese category, and you can get yourself into the physical uh, uh gym, start going, and like or like you could do it the other way, where you start like maybe you don't go to the gym right away, but what you do is like you go in and get your like nutrition in check, and do it the other way, and then start getting out for like a walk or something. And maybe you get some coworkers or whatever, or like find people that want to get themselves better, because like a lot of times, like when we like, especially with jobs and like like quite a lot of jobs, especially like office jobs, or like maybe like a teacher or whatever, and like you're working in school, like you go into the break room and you find like you go into the break room and you like obviously see like a lot of like donuts and ding dongs and like basically crap food and everything. So like instead of going in there, maybe like where you know you're gonna run into like coworkers, and or maybe like you like have talks with family members that like don't necessarily like aren't necessarily living the healthy lifestyle, or like aren't really going to be conducive to like helping you recover from like drugs and alcohol, or like live a healthier lifestyle. What you can do is like find ways to avoid those people, and start surrounding yourself with people in like other aspects of that can help you. Like so, like especially when it comes to recovery from like drugs and alcohol, you don't necessarily need to surround yourself with people just from AA. Like, oh well, this is like my one focus. Like I gotta surround myself with these people or whatever. You can surround yourself with friends and family that like be like, hey, look, that know that you have a problem. Like, okay, this is my problem, I'm trying to fix it, and they can turn around and try and help you like get into like a better mindset, and like be able to like build that and maintain that motivation, and which will in turn like be able to help you control your urges, and like eventually like you'll get to the point after like several years where like you might like finally not have any urges or whatever. And like but you can also build to the point where like you can get like your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in check, and it leads to like living a balanced life and everything. Because like a lot of times like when it comes to drinking and using drugs or whatever, it's a prime example of like getting stuff like out of balance. So you need to like in a sense surround yourself with people that know how to live a balanced life and everything. So like what you can, like I said, what you can do is start surrounding yourself with people that are willing to like help you along that line. And like so like for me it's like I use the gym analogy, because that like is what really helped me build and maintain my motivation. And it was one of those things where I brought the body and the mind followed and everything. So like eventually it helped me gain like control of like my emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. And like also like it led to like me living a balanced life and everything. So like you can do like I said, one of two things. Like you can be like me and just go straight to the gym and go Hambone Jones and start going that way, bring the body and the mind will follow type of deal. Or you can go the other way, where you can start getting yourself like situated with like your nutrition and stuff, and start getting out for like walks, because you might be like necessarily nervous, or like or kind of in your head about like oh hey look, people are going to be watching me, they're going to be like all like judging me and everything when you're going to the gym, when in fact it's like the exact opposite. Like you might run into that one asshole that like will sit there, point and laugh and judge you, like look at this fatty and everything. But like for the most part, people like that are in the gym, they're there to improve themselves, and they're like they'd be more than willing to help you out, and like give you feedback on stuff and everything. So like you might be like have a question about nutrition or something, and like you can ask them like, okay, look, I'm eating X, Y, and Z for breakfast, and I'm eating this, that, and this third thing for lunch and dinner, and like where can I improve? And like they can turn around and give you pointers like, okay, well, like for breakfast instead X and Y are good, but for Z you may want to change this out and everything. So like it could help you out with like a good support group and everything to set yourself up. Like the gym set and everything. And so like it gets kind of like into the mindset that you have to get into, like the Norse Mentality podcast that I mentioned, getting into that mindset of like, oh, hey, look, this is what I need to do to improve myself, get rid of like my urges to drink or use drugs or whatever, build and maintain that foundation, and which will lead into me being able to control my thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and like basically leading myself to like a balanced lifestyle and everything. So like your support group doesn't necessarily have to be AA, and like because that's a lot of times with AA you can be able to cut yourself off from the rest of the world, because like the whole analogy like, oh well, your sobriety comes first and everything's like well, sure, like you need to stay away from like with me, I need to stay away from alcohol and everything, but I don't need something like AA as a support group to be able to do that and everything. So that way I can go outside and find other groups and everything. So like so in a sense, like I said, your support group doesn't have to be like just like a recovery based group like AA. It can be other things and everything. So hopefully I can get to like another video in next week instead of 2 weeks like this one. Until next time.